Welcome to another Xbox Uncut episode 276, Seas of War. That's right, Gears of War comes out tomorrow. Plenty to talk about, but till then, let's introduce the panel. Welcome to the show, Steph. Thank you for being here, sir.
Glad to be here.
And welcome to the show, Will, the man that keeps us in line. Make sure we don't get
This is
too
not
off
true.
somewhere else.
Dustin is the man who keeps us in line.
I
But
don't know
yeah,
about all
thanks
that.
for yeah, thanks again. It's a fun-filled week. Should be interesting. Lots of good topics. Steph is a little on the serious side. I don't know why, but everything's cool. You alright, Steph?
Oh, it's because my headset was on backwards. Ah, that's what it was. I just came back from the fucking bathroom taking a piss. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I gotcha. I understand.
All right. Let's see. Man, there was a lot of news this week. But believe it or not, I was worried yesterday. I was sitting there. I was like, man, I'm just gonna write this up. I was putting it on a little podcast chat, and I was just like, man, guys, damn, this is it. Forza Horizon. Yeah, but it ended up being we got a lot of news this week, so I'm kind of excited.
Yeah, a lot of stuff accumulated at kind of at the last minute.
Yeah. So let's start off with our letter that we got. I'm so excited about this. We finally got a letter into the show, and now I don't know where I put it because it's under a wrong tab. That's right. This is a professional operation around here. We don't mess around. Let me pull up my emails. Okay, here it is.
Always checking. Yeah, I mean, letters are always appreciated, guys. Thank you so much for writing in. Person of letter. Appreciate
it. Said letter. I love it. I love it.
Letter person. I don't know. I was kind of spitballing right there. Sorry, man.
Hey guys, my name is Aaron. I love listening to your podcast all the time. I listen to them while I'm at work painting. I think it would be cool to talk with y'all or play with you guys sometime. And by the way, that Popeye's chicken sandwich is just a cheap knockoff of Chick-fil-A.
My guy. My guy.
All right. Hey, thanks for listening, Aaron. Yeah, we'll be down to play. Definitely look me up on
we need
Xbox
to do
Live.
it like a community game night. Honestly, we need to do it.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Hey, look. If we do this, don't come soft. I'm just gonna tell you right now.
Oh yeah,
I don't make.
Steph is gonna talk
I don't really
shit.
make friends. Yeah. I don't make friends online. I come to destroy you. Just want to say.
Don't worry. Our first community night's gonna be Minecraft, and I'm gonna destroy Steph.
Oh man, Minecraft. That ain't really nothing competitive, man. Come
what
on,
are you talking
man.
about? What are you talking about, sir?
Well, I'm sure there's some weird game mode or something I don't know about, of course.
Well, I'm not even talking about weird game mode. It's just I can get 10 people in one server.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh man.
I know nothing of that, sir.
You're gonna learn, sir. You're gonna learn.
I mean, we got Gears coming out. Let's do some Gears.
You can do some Gears. Oh man.
Gears.
Yes. All right. But thank you so much for writing it, Aaron. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah, you can check us out. I think we have our game attack on the website, don't we? On the Xbox Uncut website, we have our I think we upload the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, we have our gamer tags there if you want to look us up
But I mean, my gamer tag's Bazooka XP. There's a space between Bazooka and XP.
Yeah, mine is Will SNCZ. So that's the one.
Yeah.
And I am Max STEPH, MACSTEPH. Max STEPH. You will see my avatar, same one as in the podcast. Oh, I guess if you're just listening to it, you won't see it. But yeah, Max STEPH.
And of course,
yeah,
just send all your hate mail to Eric.
But yeah. You don't really have to. He ain't got a gamer tag. What?
He got a gamer tag. I'm not just gonna give it out.
I don't think he got one. He don't play Xbox. He ain't an Xbox
guy. He's a Steam guy.
Let's see. Infinity Line asks Dustin, "Have you tried Minecraft Earth?" I did not sign up for the beta. I'll be honest. It does look interesting. And I know it's going to come out in a couple weeks, or I think like a month or so. So I'll play it then. We'll see. I'm not the biggest mobile guy. I won't lie. Like I use it to read forums and stuff like that. Like maybe watch some YouTube. But for me, mainly everything is about. I enjoy listening to audiobooks on my phone. That's about it. I'm that guy. I won't lie.
That's like that Pokemon Go style Minecraft, right?
Yeah, kind of. Where you can sit there and like build a huge like base inside somebody's front yard. I want to know how they're gonna stop people from like essentially like bombing people's houses like
Hmm.
virtually, because anybody can walk up and then somebody could have, let's just say, a giant penis in your front yard because
Dope.
you don't play Minecraft Earth. Like, how would you ever know? And it's just sitting there digitally. Like, how does that work?
So it'd be permanently on there forever.
Yeah, like that's just there's weird situations. I want to know how they fix that.
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I play some mobile games. I play Marvel Future Fight, which is good. It's kind of like an Ultimate Alliance style game. And what else did I play here? I mean, that's the main game I played, but it's not terrible for playing games. Oh yeah, like Gears Pop. I was playing that. It's just pretty cool. I
Okay.
haven't played it that often lately, but it's actually pretty cool to have it tied to live like that. So they just like it pops up in your achievements on the
Hmm.
console or PC, which is interesting, kind of weird, but it's nice.
Benedict Line wanted to let me know you can still grab the APK and try it without entering the beta. Yeah, I might. I'll let you. I'll look into it. I promise that.
Yeah, it's right up your alley. Maybe
Maybe.
because it's Minecraft.
Yeah. I mean, I really do enjoy Minecraft. It's a fun it's a fun game for all ages. All ages.
That's right.
Sorry.
So you looking forward to Minecraft Dungeons?
That is the game I'm really looking forward to because before the show I talked about love my fucking Diablo, and this is just giving me Diablo and fucking Minecraft at the same time. I'm in. I'm in.
Yeah, it's like peanut butter and chocolate together.
All
Nice.
right. Well, once again, thank you so much, Aaron, for writing in, and let's
Yeah,
move
thanks, Aaron.
on to let's get into this news. Nier Automata director confirms that the game was nearly canceled because the director hates to wake up in the morning. So, if you wanted to know why Platinum Games didn't finish Scalebound, it might have been a snooze clock issue. Who knows? But it's so fucking weird. But yeah, it got confirmed. I wouldn't have reported on it, but it really did get confirmed that that was a thing.
Didn't they say they was like overworked or some shit like that, and they needed a break?
Yeah, platinum. Yeah,
Yeah, but so weird, so weird. But
I'm
I
guessing
just
maybe
did
that
that
ties into
because it's
that.
just a funny story, to be honest. All
Yeah,
right.
it's a weird thing. I guess they have a lot of leeway if that's the case, to
Yeah.
like make games, and I guess he has a good fallback job or something in case that thing goes south.
Yeah, I won't lie.
I'm
These
glad the
were
game's
fluff
on.
stories, people. These were fluff stories.
Yeah, but I'm glad the game's on Xbox, so that's pretty cool.
Yes, totally. I mean, it's a really fun game. It's worth playing. I would definitely recommend it.
Yeah, yeah. Always happy to see more Japanese games on Xbox. And I posted on Twitter. I'm looking forward to Code Vein, which has a demo out, and Tales of Arise, which is
Hmm.
aside from Tales of Vesperia, that'd be like the first new Tales game, the console, which is cool.
I know it's not a new game, but I'm actually really excited for Fantasy Star Online 2. Like,
Yeah,
that should be really cool to have pop up on Xbox. And I mean, it's one of the biggest MMOs on fucking Japanese MMOs on the planet, so it'd be cool for all that content to hit.
yeah. The game was huge in the
Yeah.
Dreamcast era. People
I mean,
always
it's
played that. That's like
huge.
the
Yeah,
WoW
it's
back in the day.
insane. Yeah.
Yeah,
Forza Horizon 4 exceeds 12 million global players thanks to Game Pass, apparently. But, that's really cool. Like, it's good to see that game being sent out to more people. Because it's one of the better racing franchises out there. So,
yeah. It's engagement. I would figure it'd be high because they put out updates every couple weeks, and they keep adding more Forzathon stuff, and it has so much stuff going for it. Like that, I can't see anybody ever finishing that game like completely.
Yeah.
Like a million achievements too.
All right, moving on. CD Projekt Red to adopt Witcher Cyberpunk Dual Franchise model moving forward, where they're going to be in development at the same time. So it sounds like they're just increasing, the size of their studio, just so they can spin these games out faster. Uh, which I mean, it sounds really awesome because I really want Cyberpunk. I won't lie. I'm the Keanu Reeves, man. Keanu Reeves got me.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
make fun of that, aren't they? Like the way he looks in the game.
I don't care. Fuck it. He's gonna be talking. He's Cortana essentially. Like that's all.
Yeah.
Is that what his job? Really?
Yeah, he's gonna be talking to you the entire game. He is Cortana.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm actually pumped for that. It should be really cool. Like to have him as because what it is you get implanted with a piece of technology where he had passed away and died, but it has all his memories. So he is telling you what to do and running you through
Oh.
the world. Yeah. So
Yeah, I
it
was
should be
gonna
really
ask
cool.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I thought it'd be like a well, I thought it was either that or some guy like he's real life, but he's just feeding you info like from the outside. But that Cortana style thing seems to work too. They're
Yeah.
interesting. I'm I'm also glad that they're doing the expanding thing because I feel like in the course that they're at now, I don't think they would last too long. I mean, maybe they would, but I feel like they're probably like at a point where they'd need to expand more and put out more games because just doing that a one high quality game like every couple of years is it's not really sustainable. I don't think unless you're like Rockstar.
Well, I
And
think
even
they
that,
can do
yeah.
it just because they made a shit ton of money on Witcher. And the reason that they're even switching this model is they made more money. No, they sold more copies of Witcher 3 this year than they did last year. But
Mm,
it's, I don't know. It's weird because at the same time, it's like, was it cheaper this year? And that is why you sold more copies? I mean, either way, it's a great game. But
yeah,
I'm just glad that they're
yeah,
not. It doesn't sound like they're going to have an issue with money and
yeah,
keeping the studio open or anything like that.
yeah. I'm just glad that they're able to expand and put out more games because they do put out very high quality games and they could use more hands on deck.
Yeah.
And what was I
And
gonna
I
say?
won't lie,
Well,
I want more
yeah.
Witcher DLC. Like I'm totally down for that, or more
They
stuff.
make really good DLC.
Yeah,
So if they
Yeah.
can do what they did with Blood and Wine
yeah.
and Cyberpunk, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
In follow-up news, Cyberpunk 2077 multiplayer is now confirmed that it is in development and that it's not just a concept stage anymore. They are gonna produce it,
Mm,
and it's of course gonna ship after the main game ships, but
hmm
it's
Yeah.
part of their DLC plan is to have full. Well, it is gonna have multiplayer now.
It's gonna be kind of like Grand Theft Auto, I guess.
I would think so.
Yeah, that seems like it. You would think there'd be monetization models too, because they got to make.
I hope the hell not. They're not really a microtransaction kind of studio.
Who's publishing uh
They sell
Cyberpunk?
don't they self-publish? Or
Yeah.
no, it's not self-published. Who put Warner Brothers, right?
Well, I know they
I'm
did
looking
The
for it
Witcher,
now.
I think. But if they're self-publishing, then
No, it's
I guess that
self-publishing. So according
yeah.
to Bing, Cyberpunk 2070 is an upcoming role-playing video game developed and published by CD Projekt. And
Yeah,
so, yeah, they are publishing themselves.
they don't need a publisher.
Yeah.
Just think about how much money they're gonna make off of this game in comparison to Witcher 3. They sold 30 million copies of The Witcher 3. They'll probably, if they sell just that, they'll make probably 30% more money at least just by not having a publisher.
Yeah,
Jeez, man, big dollars, big dollars. Well deserved though.
yeah, they make
Yeah.
fantastic games. I mean, I'll be honest, they completely destroyed Elder Scrolls for me. I love their world better. No, they crafted a better world for me.
Well, see
Personally.
that the thing about Bethesda with their games is that they don't do it all good. You know what I mean? They're just like best all around
Mm,
until The Witcher came out.
yeah, The
Like far
Witcher
as
just.
RPG goes.
But don't get me wrong, Witcher 3 like broke most people's expectations. Like that game is just
Well, if you played The
crazy.
Witcher
Too hard.
2, then I mean, like I did, I played The Witcher 2 before The Witcher 3. A lot of people didn't even play The Witcher 2, or they only played it on the 360, and it's
Hmm.
like almost a completely different game. I played The Witcher 2 on PC,
Yeah.
Yeah, two
and
is good. It's just a little
two
hard to
is
get into.
two. I honestly, I like two better than three, kinda, because the only thing about three is it's good. The story is great, but it's so open that sometimes you can get lost. And you know, it's kind of like Grand Theft Auto. Like when I play Grand Theft Auto, I play the story. I just do the story and I beat it, and then I'll go check out the other stuff. Or sometimes I'll do a random side mission. But I remember playing that Baron story, and I'm like, "Fuck, this is a whole side story that I didn't even have to do," and it took me like 6 hours.
Yeah. But it's fucking great though. I
It
love
is
that game.
good. It's so good, and you can like really like figure out like about him, about the Baron. Like all this is crazy the way that they do it. But
Mm.
anyway, man, shout out to CD Projekt Red. They holding this
Yeah.
shit down. But yeah, I love The Witcher 2 just because it's so much linear, more linear to me, and I feel like there's more choices that you see the effects of just because it's so linear. Not
Hmm.
to say that there aren't as many or more in Witcher 3, but just because you follow a narrow path the whole game, it's not that narrow, but it's obvious when you get to make a decision and you know that it's going to be different if it's obvious in the game. Whereas in The Witcher 3, when you do something, you don't really see the effects for it for a long time. Sometimes, most of the time,
Hmm.
you know.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I have to as well. It's a good game. I'm surprised they never ported that over to like
Did you beat it?
more platforms. No, I got it up to a certain point and I just kind of stopped playing it because I mean it's very in depth. A lot of stuff like like
You
when you
got it. You
prepare
got
for
to
like
play
a
that one. It's
cave.
so good, man.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's good. I like it. But I have to get back to it. So they enhanced that one, so it looks actually a lot better now too. But yeah, go ahead, Dustin. Sorry, I didn't mean to
No, no, you're good.
hold up.
Big news coming out this week. Batista is coming to Gears 5 on September 15th. Bunch of
Yeah,
fans. I mean, this is the man everybody wants for the Gears of War movie. We're gonna be able to. He has, I think they said 700 lines of dialogue for his character.
Jeez.
So get ready for him to talk a lot of shit. It's gonna be great. Stoked about that. Uh, Gears 5 DLC. Well, it's kind of two stories, so we're gonna mash them together. Gears 5 DLC. It's called Operations. It's going to launch every 3 months. Operations will introduce new modes, maps, characters, and customization items. And I think you were talking about. I'm with you, Will. Where I want to see more campaign too. It'd be cool if they had,
Mm,
like see a thief. I don't expect them to have like a whole new like a whole game on the back end, but some
yeah.
additional story would be really cool.
Yeah, they did the same with Gears 3. They had actual like DLC story DLC. But I don't
Mm-hmm.
know, maybe it just because it didn't sell that well or something that they're not doing it as anymore. I don't know, it's weird. But yeah, like you said, I do I like that, of course it's multiplayer, so it's that's the part that's gonna be updated the most. And I'm sure the file size is gonna balloon up to like 100 gigs again or something.
Mm-hmm.
All the stuff they're adding. But yeah, it would be nice to have at least, some sort of expansion on the story instead of like comics and books, which are fine, but it would be nice to have extra, little story there because it feels so lopsided when they just kind of do more multi than single player updates, which is kind of a little annoying. But
Yeah, I mean, but there's so
I kind of get.
much multiplayer that they're going to be working on, so it wouldn't shock me if it doesn't happen just because they have Escape, they have Horde, they have multiplayer, they have arcade like
Mhm.
they have so many balls in the air when it comes to that game, the approach to that game. It'll
Yeah.
be interesting to see how they keep the whole thing together. I to me, I was more, and I wanted y'all's take on this. Do you think this? Because this is to me like this 3 month like DLC like operation. Like this is kind of branching off of what Sea of Thieves did, where every 3 months there's like this new thing for the world. Do you think this kind of we're gonna get this for Halo Infinite and everything? You think this is their kind of just new model
I
of
would have to say
DLC?
yes.
Yeah.
I would say this.
Eric!
Whoa!
Oh my
Whoa, whoa!
God!
What's
I,
up,
Out of
Eric?
I was
nowhere.
always here. What happened?
Oh, I
I
didn't
was
know
here
you were there.
since the
Sorry.
beginning. Yeah,
Sorry, man. What's up, man?
So
just
you think this
came.
is their new model? Just every 3 months, all their new games, like even
All
Infinite, everything going
yes,
forward.
yes. It is the start. It is the start of Microsoft. Really pushing the Surface thing like to where it needs to be, where they know everybody goes online and they come back to their same favorite game. So if Fortnite is doing it, if Rainbow Six is doing it, you know what I mean? If all these games are doing it, we got to do it to our main games. It only makes sense, Like they should have. I ain't gonna lie, Microsoft's a little slow. Sony definitely is way more
But
slow because
this
they
is
don't
all
got.
free.
And
Like that's the other
that's
thing.
what I'm saying. Like even the DLCs for Fortnite, Rainbows. Well, wait, no, not Rainbow. Rainbow did have something free, but it wasn't. I don't think it was the new.
I was about to say
The
Rainbow is all about fucking charging you for new
Yeah,
characters and everything
not for
else.
the
So
operator. Something
yeah.
else that was an up. Sorry, but I'm saying like for the service-based games that add stuff like even like GT Online, you
No, but I
know.
feel this is what the impact of Game Pass is having on their games. Is this? Hey, we're gonna, we need to keep updating these games every three
Oh yeah,
months to
because
keep you
people are on
subscribed.
Game Pass, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's smart
for better or for
because
worse to these
we get bet
games. This is
for
gonna.
us.
This is
It's
the.
it's great
Or no,
because
but
we
like
don't.
hopefully this model holds up. I'm just saying it's for better or for worse that if this works out or not. That
What was it that they said that you're gonna get in these things? Did
uh
they specify?
they said free new modes, maps, characters, and customization items. So in the map creator, they're gonna have like new tiles for you to make new maps and all kinds of stuff like that.
Okay, new maps. Okay, these maps hopefully are just as good in quality as the main. You know what I mean? The main
Yeah.
Gears of War 5 maps, because we don't want to see like some janky maps thrown in.
I mean, you
Yeah,
might
and
want
it's
to see them, but yeah, we'll see.
yeah, and I'm glad they did this that way because I don't like the way they put the maps as like a separate part of the game in the original Gears 4. Well, it was like part of the Ultimate Edition, right? Like they kind of
Hmm.
rotated in maps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, people got annoyed
So
about that. I
Well, but
remember.
yeah,
I
because
think if I remember correctly, only one person had to own the maps, and then everybody could play. So like
Yes,
I
one
know
person.
I own the maps. Like I had bought the ultimate, and then like anytime we want to play, I just ended up doing it. So like
did you
hosting it.
regret buying Ultimate?
No, not at all. I'm gonna be honest. I
No.
didn't not one bit. Because I played the hell out of Gears 4. I mean, I'm
Mm.
not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Uh, but it was worth it for me. But then it also made it, worth it for my friends. And now that Game Pass Ultimate is a thing, and you get the Ultimate Edition, like it really just kind of, right now it's $2 for 2 months of Ultimate.
Mm.
So I
Man, I
even
wish that thing was for not just for new users. I would have snatched that up. But they still
Yeah.
have the renew thing. I could get on that.
yeah
The
Yeah.
renew for 3 months, $30, 3 months. That's awesome.
yeah
That's a pretty good one. You gotta give Microsoft props there. Get
they're
that.
definitely pushing their service for sure.
I do wonder if Gears 4 multiplayer is going to be a ghost town with like 5 out, or how it's going to affect it. Maybe it'll get more people because they're
I
more interested
think
in the older ones.
it depends on how Horde takes off. So I think most people are going by the reviews, which are so weird and all over the place. But it's either the same game or it's new. I don't know, but it's I don't know. People are always going to have their preferred Gears game, for multiplayer. And
Yeah.
maybe it's definitely the vast majority of the community is going to move on to Gears 5 just for the fact that you can play it for $1. So
Yeah. That is the reason.
Yeah, plus all the improvements will make it like so much like more appealing than going back to that. I mean, maybe just for curiosity's sake, people like want to check out to see how it was. I mean, the multiplayer is quite good though for 4. I haven't played it that much, but I do have fun. It's just like the learning curve is quite steep if you're not
yeah,
like a wall bouncing, shotgunning
Look,
freak.
listen, if you're a Gears War 5 beta sold you
Yeah.
for multi, because if you play and you felt that you didn't feel like you were addicted, then you're not a Gears fan. That's just how it is for me. I'm sorry, I had to go there because it had everything. I mean, it had everything that you. The new modes were very entertaining, very entertaining. So
Well, for
Yeah,
me,
but
you only have so much time for like so many games. So like multiplayer focus. I usually focus on PUBG and like maybe like a
exactly.
fighter or something. So it's like you can't be good at everything. I mean, you can try, but it's like
well,
you
you
only
gotta
have so much
dedicate
time.
time to it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Because
Wait, do
Ninja was
you
playing
suck
campaign
at Gears,
last
Will?
night, and I watched. I was watching him play Gears on intermediate, and don't get me wrong, this guy could fucking destroy me in 99% of games. But watching him play Gears is like, yeah, he didn't. You could tell he was playing on controllers. His first time was playing on PC. It's just like, yeah, he's okay. Like,
He's
but at the
okay.
same time, like I watched like the intro of like what just happened is because essentially at the beginning of Gears, this isn't a spoiler. They show you what happened in Gears 4, and then they start off the game. I watched about 2 minutes of it, then I had to turn it off. Like I couldn't. I don't want to spoil it.
yeah, me either.
So I watched like the 2 minutes of Gears 5, and I was like, yes, and fangirled out a little bit. So
Yeah, I didn't even click that. Get the hell out of here. They need to stop that. They're gonna be like, well, they have to put in the text. There are spoilers, so proceed at your risk. Are you crazy? I ain't watching that.
yeah, but
Yeah, I wish
Ah.
it would not be that the
You
reveal.
know
Yeah, I
why? Because
understand.
people should have closed their mouth, Will. They kept on saying, we want the story mode. Where's the campaign? And they said, here it is. Here's the whole damn hour.
Yeah, I
yeah,
think that would. I mean, I'm sure people who are curious will have checked that out already, but I feel like it's not. You're kind of disservicing yourself from the full game if you don't. If you just kind of
watch somebody play
if
the
you
entire thing.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I would try to stay as fresh as possible so you won't
Yeah. The Batista thing
ruin
ain't
your
too bad,
experience.
you know? Like, the Batista thing was fine. I'm down with that. I'm glad
No, it
they
was
Fine, that
cool.
shit was baller. You wildin'.
Yeah, no, I'm saying it was fine that it wasn't a spoiler. That's what I'm saying. That was fine. Like it wasn't like they messed anything up. Like they showed me a whole bunch of the story.
Hmm.
But doing a whole hour
I'm
just
gonna be
because
honest. I want Batista somewhere in the fucking campaign. I don't.
you
Yeah.
want him
I
somewhere.
He's got 700 lines and he's not in the campaign. It's kind of weird.
That's hilarious.
yeah. If he's not in the campaign, I'll be disappointed. But at the same
Yeah, it should
time,
There
if
be
he
like
has
go,
a
700
brother.
lines just for multiplayer, that's fucking hilarious. Like that's just great.
it's
Because
overkill.
he's gonna be talking mad, like his character will be talking mad shit. Like that's awesome, and that's kind
He
of what that
actually
game's
looks
about.
like a Gears of War character though in real
Yeah,
life.
he
I
does.
mean, it's true. He really does.
I mean, he should be like a kind of like a Griffin type of role, because Ice T was in that role for I think the Gears
Oh yeah,
3.
Ice-T.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ice-T
so
was
that was a
awesome.
good role.
Oh yeah,
and
I like
even he was
Ice T's
commenting
character.
about it. So I wouldn't be shocked if we don't see him. He might
Yeah, I
actually
want to
end
see
up in
Griffin
the game.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see him back, and also Paddock from Gears Judgment. I think I saw him in the trailer though. I think one of the trailers. You guys remember Paddock from Judgment? The what was it UIR uh the name of the
Yeah.
opposing army? Yeah, but yeah, that'd be cool. I don't think they ever actually resolved that. They did. They had the girl from from Judgment like disappeared. Forgot her name. She has the red hair. I forgot her name.
Will, ain't nobody play judgments like that, bro.
Well,
Superior.
What do
there
you
are
say?
some
What do you
questions.
say?
I
Oh, well,
say ain't
the
no.
girl from
Steph?
yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry, Will. Eric, I said ain't nobody play judgment like that.
Oh, Judgment.
Yeah, go
I mean,
ahead,
I got
Will.
no,
Sorry.
no, but yeah.
You're
Oh,
roboting out for
Sophia.
me.
Yeah, you
Multiplayer.
biting bad, Eric.
Yeah, so the character is Sophia Hendrick. Yeah, Sophia Hendrick. She kind of just up and disappeared. So that'd be cool to see her in 5, but I have a feeling they'll reserve that for like the comics or something if they did it already.
We got so many new characters. You're right. They might just reserve.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of new characters, I'm glad they got Faust in there too, because I feel
Oz
like
looks
they
awesome.
they were missing. Yeah, I feel like they're missing one more new character because like the original group was like they didn't really have any of course, any holdovers because they're all new. But then like 4 and 5, like Marcus is still like a huge like tag along character.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they added a new
You know
person.
how
Maybe it'll
many
make a
damn
good team.
characters they got in this damn? Did anybody ever look at
Yeah,
the damn
it's a
list of
lot
the
of
people
characters.
in the damn game? I
We
don't think
need
people
this.
did.
We need
It's
this.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous. People don't really realize how many people are listed in this thing. Like it's absolutely insane. It really is. But I think what's that the new black girl's name? Alana Kalisko.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen
I
her. Is
like
she
her. I
in
like the
5?
hand wraps. Yeah, she's in the escape mode.
Oh, her. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I know
Yeah,
what
I
you're talking
like
about.
her. I like how she looks. Her character looks cool. I like her. The
Yeah.
hand
Is she in the
wraps.
campaign too?
That is a form of her only campaign appearance, I think, right? So far they talked about. I never saw her in a trailer.
Maybe they have like a little part in the game
She's
that.
the cousin of Ty.
Oh, that's cool.
Holy. I didn't even realize that the last name. Wow. Wow. That's crazy.
So much lore stuff in 5
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
They really
That's
pushing the lore. I ain't
yeah,
playing
that's good,
around.
man.
Yeah. And we know, because we already saw in the trailer, Carmine getting killed. So that's funny as hell. I mean, they
That's
did that on
typical.
purpose. They're like, come on, it has to happen.
Yeah, the Batista thing is cool though. That's kind of like I'm glad they got him involved in the Gears because he's always been like a fan of the franchise, I think, and
Yeah.
he's been wanting to do Marcus. So in a weird roundabout way, it kind of worked out. But hopefully they'll still do a movie with him as Marcus. That would be really
They
awesome.
need to hurry up. It's taking a long time.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with the rights. I feel like they're just like sitting on it. It's just really odd.
It's ridiculous. It's like the Halo situation.
Yeah, I mean, luckily that's happening even as just a TV series. But like the Gears thing, man, that's been like I think it's way overdue for like some sort of some
They
sort of
should have
adapt.
did it when it was popular. That's the best time to do it, you know?
Yeah,
You know what I mean, the main franchise. I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
So, Dustin, do you have the Metacritic stuff in the topics or just Gears?
Just Gears. I will be honest. I just spent 40,000 sparks and fireworks in chat, and I'm not seeing fireworks. Me and Infinity Line have been doing pictures and challenging each other to.
Nice.
He is the Sparks leader in our chat on Mixer.
Yeah, yeah, I would expect him to be.
Yeah,
He's he's the man.
yeah. But yeah, I just spent like another 20 grand. I'm not getting my Mixer people. I'm not getting my fireworks. Just saying. Where y'all be? I guess I'm
So
gonna
what do you guys think of? Yeah, go
just put out this fire real quick. 60,000 right there.
ahead.
Another
That's what I'm talking
60,000
about.
sparks.
Holy fuck.
All right.
So what's your guys' take on the whole Metacritic fiasco? I know people were expecting to be like certain people were expecting to be like 90 and above. I didn't think it was going to go that high, but it's a very respectable score. I don't think it's
No, for sure it's a respectable score, but like the whole this is why I hate fucking 10 or 100 point scales because you got these fuckers that are gonna Gears is a 60 out of 100. It's like what? Like I haven't played the game. And I know that shit ain't broke. Like that's not a 60 out of 100 or a 6 out of 10.
No,
Like
I
that's
highly
that's a
doubt it's 60.
bullshit score. Like the people
That's
that
true.
have been giving it a
I
7
gotta
out of 10, I was like, you know what? I can get that. I can see like going, yeah, it's just not, it's an okay, it's a good game. But like a 60, nah, that's just fucking trolling for clickbait. Like that really is all that is. And I mean, I know that it was USgamer.net or some shit like that gave it the score. And
Yeah,
they also gave Horizon Zero Dawn a 50 out of 100. It's like,
yeah,
come on.
it's
Yeah,
not
I mean,
good.
y'all are just trolling. Like, this, don't.
Yeah,
Nobody should give that site clicks. And if a site's doing that, Metacritic should knock them off of fucking Metacritic.
Did you see what US
Nope.
Gamer said though? That they gave it 60. That was
No, that's
what
what
they
we're
said
talking. I
though.
just literally talked. That's what I'm talking
No, no,
about,
no.
sir.
I meant the last thing they said. Sorry, I never specified
Ah,
the conclusion. The
yeah.
conclusion was crazy. They called its 5 survives on its solid cover shooting gameplay. But then it says It's this cover shooting gameplay and a campaign that isn't afraid to pose difficult questions, problem topics. They said all that was good, but the horde mode and escape mode brought the score down. That's interesting to me. That he was happy about the base gameplay, the way the game played, and he enjoyed the campaign a lot. You see, but it was interesting that in his case, horde mode and the escape mode brought his score down. That's interesting. Very interesting. So he knocked scores down for the new stuff.
Yeah.
Basically, that's why he took it to see. I could understand his point of view. I don't understand the score. Score I don't really feel because I'm a fan. I can't see that, but I understand. This is nice that he did that because he could have been stupid and not stupid, but silly and said like, well, this is a this is a 6 because I don't like how it doesn't seem like anything changed. You know what I mean? Like something like that. But he didn't say that. He said he liked the core shooting mechanics, the campaign, but it was the new stuff that he didn't like. That's great. That's interesting. You know?
All right, I will say I'm sorry. I've been fucking around with this chat feature on Mixer, and there's one that where you can send a GIF, and I just had the data one. It was really
Wow.
I was very happy. That's really awesome. You can pick a gift and send it in chat. I never knew that. I'm
Oh, that's
sorry,
good.
this has
Wow.
nothing to do with what y'all are fucking talking about, but I am obsessed.
But
with
don't
this
we
shit.
have some reviews that aren't out yet? Like Destructoid, I see
Yeah,
hasn't
there's a
had.
lot of reviews that haven't done multiplayer and
That
haven't
could
done a lot
change.
of
That
stuff.
score
Yeah,
can change.
yeah.
In the blink of an eye, it could change.
So
Yeah, the IGN one might be kind of a deal because they
IGN
haven't done
liked
the
the
campaign.
campaign. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
But
liked
if
the.
they rate, yeah,
like I went out on Twitter and like I said, I think the Metacritic should be a 5 point scale, and that way these scores will actually fit into a 5 point category, and it'll look more fair. So you don't have like Xbox Uncut gives it 100 out of 100, and then you have like I get it. It's a biased score. We're an Xbox enthusiast site. Of course, we're gonna rate the game higher. But that would go out of it's a great game. It's 5 out of 5. Like it's not. I think the scale works better when you scale down versus trying to scale up. Because if you say, hey, it's a 4 out of 5, that's now a 7 or an 8. Like and it's going to downplay the Metacritic to it. So
I think what's
I still have the same complaints about Metacritic as I always have. Like, and it doesn't help either brand. It's just kind of a trash system, personally.
yeah.
Did you know that the Xbox One X version runs at a native 4K resolution and it runs at 60 frames per second? Now, when they said this, I mean that was still a shocker that they achieved this in the campaign. Just so you know,
Yeah,
that is impressive.
yeah, they do that through the the is it checkerboarding plus
That's
what do
crazy.
you call it? Ups the but dynamic scaler. So I like that they have like a backup in case the
Oh, in case
resolution goes
the
down.
frame changes. Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah, they have
That's
a lot
pretty.
of
I gotta see this because who was it? Gaming Bolt was surprised by how it looked different and how it stacked up to the PC version. They were shocked by that.
yeah, yeah.
It's because of those. It's really hard because like for them they had a. They say let me tell you what type of they had a. We tested the game on a GTX 1080 Ti with 16 gigs of RAM, a Ryzen CPU, and overall the performance was pretty stable with a lock 60. Um, The PC version features superior textures thanks to ultra textures compared to both versions. And between the Xbox One and Xbox One X, the latter has the advantage of better performance. But it's still, like they were saying, was very they were surprised how close they have a video too, people should see it, how close the Xbox One X version was to the PC. And
Yeah, it makes you
it's running smooth.
yeah, yeah.
Crazy.
Makes me wonder how the like a Scarlet version is gonna run it or like I don't know if they're gonna update it or they're gonna just keep let it
That's a good
like
question.
ramp yeah or let it like how like similar to like the dynamic 4K titles go up to like 4K when it's enough power.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see if they'll just let it go like that or if they'll actually patch it and give it extra setting. like the reflections on PCs are really really good. Like I've seen
Yeah.
like the industrial area has like really nice like reflections on the metal and stuff, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Dope.
All right, let's move on.
That's
SK Telecom and Microsoft announced plans for joint 5G-based cloud gaming. That's right, xCloud, not North Korea, South Korea.
That'd be a revolutionary idea if they did that.
South Korea, it's a telecom. They're going to work together to figure out making 5G gaming, even for phones, even bigger, more badass for.
their internet really good over there already or something?
Well,
South
you
Korea?
got to remember, South Korea is a very small area, so just like Japan, like the infrastructure can be built up very quickly. They can learn from it fast, and that way they can implement, these 5G solutions broadly
Okay.
without them having to go, okay, this is in New York City only, like in the United States, and it's only in these certain areas in New York City. While somewhere like South Korea, in Seoul, like it's just a much smaller, dense area, and they can kind of hit the a whole country very quickly. America's big, people. America's big.
But this is for gaming.
Yeah, it's literally xCloud. Like they're working together, just like the Sony Microsoft partnership.
The
Microsoft
5G
is also
thing,
partnering with SK Telecom.
the 5G thing to me is interesting because for gaming, because I did see I really understand, like to me, why I really, really understand why for gaming, like on the phone, for streaming too, when they stream, like the 4K content, how big of a game changer this is. Because now when you're in the city and you're using your phone and you see how much data is being pumped into the phone, like oh my gosh, like if they ever get 5G, we're talking like 5G like on all that stuff for gaming. Yeah, like the phones, it don't matter. There was a new phone by Asus. Was it the ROG phone? They even got, I think they got a 5G version of that, and they got a nice way of playing games on it, and it has a faster processor. Listen, if they can, if the X Cloud or whoever is the fastest in making their streaming service the best, that'll be it. Everybody will just be on their tablets outside or on the bus where they go to work. It's gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah, they're really going all in on this mobile gaming stuff.
Yeah.
Plus the deal with Sony and all that, the cloud infrastructure. It's really
Like right now,
making a
people
killing.
are making a joke like, well, these are just mobile processors. Yeah, well, you keep making a joke. Wait 5 years and, and let's see how this joke goes. It's like heating up.
All right. And to finish off the news, I decided to do a little. Nintendo had its little direct, but I picked off the news that I cared about. We're getting 20 SNES games tomorrow, guys. 20.
Yeah, that's awesome.
20 SNES
Well, how
games.
much that gonna cost?
It's part of the NES thing, the app. Like, so just part of your subscription to. Look,
Okay.
I'm shocked.
I ain't
I'm
subscribed.
shocked.
Can I buy them if I'm not subscribed?
No, you'd have to buy Nintendo online service.
Stupid. I don't like that.
Nintendo
Yeah.
wildin'.
No, but look at this. Look at this list, and this is just coming out in like 2 hours apparently. Super Mario Kart, Super Mario World, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, F-Zero, Super Metroid, Super Soccer, The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, Star Fox, Super Goals and Goose, Pilot Wings, Super Tennis, Kirby Dream Land 3, Brawl Brothers. I mean, if that's all, that's not even all 20. Like if that's fucking look, that I'll give Nintendo credit. I shit on them for not having SNES games. At least they're fucking launching with like a huge amount of great SNES games. Like I really thought they were going to be like, hey, here's Super Mario Kart. Maybe next month we'll release F-Zero. Like not fucking, hey, here's the Super Mario World with all the Super Marios you wanted to play. Hey, here's all of these games. Like this is actually a really good fucking list in one day where they're just dropping a ton of SNES games. Like
Yeah, it's an excellent lineup.
It's awesome.
Yoshi's Island, yeah, Yoshi's Island in particular. That's a good one because it's not that easily available. That one.
Yeah. But I'm actually excited. Like, this actually makes me want to renew my fucking my own Nintendo Online membership for $20. Like, I don't like that is worthwhile. Not just because I want to play Minecraft on my fucking Switch. Like, now I have a reason to actually even open up this fucking app, because for the longest time I never opened up the NES app. Like, I did, like, it was there to play, like, oh look, it's Link from, Zelda, Link from the past. Okay.
Oh yeah, Metroid, Mario World. They got Star Fox, F-Zero, Kirby's Dream Course, Breath of Fire. Excuse me. Excuse me. Wow.
I really hope they add you guys played Super Mario All Stars, where they like remade all
Yeah.
the Mario games?
Yeah.
Yeah, if they add that, that'll be a huge one.
Damn.
Yeah.
See, they always win. See, Nintendo, they'd be just like, look, we could just keep
Stay winning.
we could just keep releasing SNES games over and over again. The DS, whatever.
Yeah, but they're not charging for these,
The
other
Wii.
than being behind
Wait,
the
what?
paywall. But like, I'm actually good with that. I have no issue with this. Like, this is cool for $20 a year.
Oh,
I'd
that's
rather
their
do
form
that.
of Game Pass.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's their form of Game Pass
Holy
versus
wow.
them selling. Hey, here's $5 for F-Zero. Guess what? You're never gonna be able to play that going forward because we're not gonna honor that shit on future consoles.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, but they
Nintendo
also
wins.
announced a Super Nintendo wireless controller for $30 that you'll be able to pick up. They start shipping out September the 18th.
That's just I see it. This is crazy. They see that's what I'm talking about. They know how to repackage old stuff over and over again. They are the kings of this. There's nobody
I'm not
else
buying
that
that shit. They ain't got me, Eric. I ain't buying that shit. Sorry.
for now. This is the problem, Steph. This is Nintendo. They're gonna release something like Dustin just said on their little online subscription. They're gonna get you. It could be like
Oh no,
Donkey
I'll
Kong
be
or
the first to
something.
Not
tell
get
you.
me, bro.
The first
Nope.
year of Nintendo Online is garbage, and it was not worthwhile. It didn't do anything unless you really wanted cloud saves. It was subpar and not worth fucking anything. This, I think, actually gives you some support. I still have issues with Nintendo Online. I think they're just how they handle voice chat and everything else is still garbage for a service I pay for.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so low tech compared to like what
Yeah.
it should be capable of. That's really surprising.
Compared to all the competitors,
yeah.
they needed to step
Yeah.
the game up. Yeah.
Even smartphones do more stuff than that. I mean,
Yeah.
the
Well,
thing
that's
I mean
what they're
the
counting on. You use your
Yeah.
smartphone to blah,
They
blah,
said
blah.
just you pick up your cell phone and just
Well, here's my thing. Like, it's
so
like
ridiculous.
it's such a bootleg solution where I can go, hey, just download the Xbox app. We'll talk on Xbox Live, and we'll join it through the fucking phone app. Like, it's such a weird.
Yeah,
I
I don't
even
know how
think
they
you could
haven't
join
found a
Party
workaround.
Chat and PlayStation Chat on the PlayStation app, right? So you could,
Yeah.
yeah, like this is. Come on, Nintendo.
Yeah, I
Step
don't
up your
understand why
game.
I don't have it. Yeah, like why don't they have a built-in app that can do that in the actual system? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, also, like, well, the controllers are a nice novelty, but like, so with the SNES games, do you have to be online to access them, or just like a kind of a check-in
It
every
has to
once
be
in a
on
while?
your console, so it is a check-in technically.
So it doesn't check in like every. That doesn't
So if
say
you're
though, right? It
game
doesn't say.
sharing on your Switch, if you're doing, you have two consoles, then yes, you would have to be online to play these games. But if
Okay.
it's the main Switch, it doesn't technically have a security check. Uh, not every time.
Interesting.
All right. Is there any
I
other
would guess.
news? Oh, I'm sorry.
Is that for the controller? Just to
What?
use it?
No. I was talking about the games. The controller
Oh, okay.
is just a
Yeah,
controller.
the games.
I'm about to say they with that bullshit. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that shit.
I know, right?
Yeah. They do a blood test you so you can use your games on the Switch.
Listen, Nintendo is the biggest hustlers. This is their game. They Nintendo. They know what they doing. People are like, well, Nintendo ain't gonna come back. I mean, how they gonna bounce back? They bring out the Switch, then they bring out the new what's it called? Switch Lite. Then that thing sells well. You know what I mean? Like they know what they know what they do. These people, Nintendo. They even can sell cardboard. Think about that. They sold people cardboard and made money off of it. Crazy.
Just want to let y'all
The
know,
other.
Infinity
Yeah, go
Line
ahead.
is now a moderator in our chat.
Oh,
All right.
Dedicated fan.
okay.
S-
Oh,
trust
awesome.
Congrats.
Damn, we got dedicated fans.
But
and
he also
mods now,
wanted to
damn.
know, Dustin, did you ever make any levels worth trying in Mario Maker yet? I'll be honest, no. I need to buy me a little stylus so that I can use it on my Switch. I've been playing Rick's level, fan of the show. And I think I played it like, I even put it in chat. I think it's like about 70 times. I went over a friend's house, and me and him just kept dying over and over and over and over in Rick's level. The battle continues. I will eventually be. It's called Dark Souls four bosses or whatever is what he named it. It is ridiculous and it's stupid, but I will one day beat it. And
Yeah, it kind of makes you want to play it, right? Like, kind of makes you want to beat it, just
Yeah.
just to kind of show him, who's boss.
yeah, I gotta let him know he didn't get me. I will win. But yeah, I need to start making some levels. I haven't really done anything, to be honest. I've just been playing levels, and then I kind of stopped playing it for a little bit. But it's one of those games, Mario, you go back to, and you're just like, man, I really enjoy this game. It's just excellent. And we kind of turned it into a drinking game as well. I mean, I was like, it's like 5 beers deep playing Rick's level. And let me tell you, it was worthwhile. It was worthwhile. Every time somebody died,
Rick.
well, essentially every time somebody died, we would hand the controller off and take a drink. So it was a dangerous game, and Rick knows that. And I blame Rick. I blame Rick.
Shout out to Rick.
Yeah.
Rick of formerly of Warhorse Studios, and now he's in his own company, right? He's joined like some other like a streaming.
No, it's another. Man, you got me on the spot now, sir. You got me on the spot. Now, I need
Sorry,
to know.
I just wanted to
Let's see.
give Rick his
I
props.
feel so bad. Pretty Rick, there he is. PR manager at Fextra Life. That's what it is. Fextra Life.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But I would. You know what? I need to find what his level's called so that we can. I'm gonna promote it because I'm talking about
Take
it.
some
I'll
code, right?
have it. I'll find it and I'll put it in the description for the show.
I saw also another cool announcement is that they're gonna remaster, remake. I don't know. It's a Xenoblade Chronicles definitive edition. It looks like it's Yeah, no
Damn, they're
problem.
gonna remaster that.
Yeah, it looks good though. Like
Wow.
because people I think missed out on it because it was
Was
a
that
Wii.
on Wii?
Yeah, on a Wii.
Okay. I don't know why I thought that was on Wii U.
Yeah, it's easy to confuse them.
Yeah,
Same name almost.
same name. Well, that's
That's a
good, I
big one though.
guess. Yeah, it is a big one.
I wanted to do Xenoblade Chronicles X though. That's an awesome one. The one with the mechs. That's
Yeah, that was the one I basically. Well, which one do people want more? Do they want that one?
well, I want that one. But this
What's
one is
weird, it says that it's scheduled to launch for Nintendo Switch in 2020. So I guess not something. So it comes out. They didn't put like a date or anything.
right. Yeah, that's a cool. There's also there's a Game Pass announcement too. On some new games. Do you know what they are, Eric, by any chance, bro?
Game Pass announcement. There was more Game Pass announcements.
I think it was just
Yeah.
PC, wasn't it?
Oh no, it looks like it's mostly console. Okay, so I have it here.
Oh snap!
Yeah, so
I see.
coming to console, yeah, it's Dead Cells, Gears 5, of course, Creature in the Well, Metal Gear Solid HD Collection, Enter the Gungeon, which is an awesome game, and
Listen, it's so
For Honor.
awesome and hard. I can't even last an hour or two in the same area. I gave up. I was like, oh, dang. Dead Cells
it's
though.
fun.
I'll be playing
That's a
that.
good game. Yeah.
I'll be playing that. I've been waiting. I got that on. I got that on a wish list.
Oh,
Shadow
nice.
Warrior 2 though. Wow, that's a surprise. What the hell is this on PC too, or is
I'm not
because
sure.
it says Windows PC, and it
Maybe it is
says
then.
is that just for the PC? Let me go. Let me go
No,
on our.
it's on console as well. But
I'm trying to
this
see
one's
which
actually
one's which. I think this time
okay.
both of them are the same. Yeah, this is the first time both of
Yeah,
them, all the titles are. Wow. Okay, that's
that's
awesome.
good.
You
Yeah,
got
and
a lot of co-op games.
yeah, pretty much. A Creature in the Well, that's a premiere indie, which looks pretty cool. It's like a robot with in like a little, it's almost like a Zelda kind of game. The robot looks cool.
Let me look at it real.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Like
Oh, it's a dungeon
box
crawler.
art.
Okay.
Yeah, dungeon crawler. Uh, the other one is Goner Blueberry. Just make sure I have the right names. Uh,
Oh, damn, it comes out on the 6th. Yeah, it's new.
yeah, it's
It's
pretty
made by
soon.
a flight school studio. They made a couple other things in the past, but VR stuff. This is their first original title.
Yeah, that's why it's interesting. Indie studios can just come up with an awesome game at
They
any
should have. Well,
moment.
they wasted their time making VR. This looks good. I don't know what's
Yeah,
going on.
it's
Sometimes
it's
that's
pretty nice.
Insomniac syndrome too. Remember Insomniac? They're like, we're done with making console games, some nonsense. And they went to make the VR stuff. They said, oh yeah, we're going back home. You know, made Spider-Man. People missed that. I don't know how nobody missed that. Made
Yeah, I guess they want to
Spider-Man. All
venture
that.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, they don't need to venture out. I mean, VR is. They should have known is if you were like have a talent like this, like this studio and Insomniac, you can't waste that just because you want to help VR. You gotta wait till let that thing grow on its own. People don't understand that.
I hear you. Yeah, so the other game is called Goner Blueberry Edition. It's a tough, procedurally generated 2D platform with roguelike elements, hidden secrets, multiple endings, challenging bosses. It says players are largely misunderstood and altruistic IKK, I don't know what that is, on a journey to cheer up his only friend in the world, a giant land-bound whale named Sally. It's a kooky game. I played a little bit of it. It's fun, but it's very weird. It's like a platformer style
Oh yeah, that
game.
one I would pass. That's a big pass because the art style looks like I don't know how to explain it. It's like for a kid or something. The way the drawing. I don't know. It's a weird art style. It's a weird one.
Yeah, I kind of like it. It's quirky, but it's not for everyone.
And
Creature of the Wild, that looks good.
obviously, the Creature of the Well. That's a definite. I would definitely play that. We'll play that.
Yeah,
Um,
that looks cool.
Dead Cells definitely. I mean, that's like a easy. I had that for the longest on a wish list. I didn't even know that they would ever put on there. That's a really good game.
Mm.
It has a lot of Castlevania type of influence in that game.
Yep. Are you excited by these stuff? These Game Pass games?
Man, nah.
Except for
I'm still
Gears?
trying to. Look, I'm trying to get through Celeste still, and I mean, all those games sound pretty similar to that kind of game. All platformers and all that shit.
Hmm.
Nah, I'm straight on those. I'm good. I'm
Oh, we
good, man.
gotta talk about. I can't wait till we talk about the game. What we've been playing. Can't wait.
I
I
ain't been
think we're
playing shit.
moving into
Or
that
is it?
right now.
Oh, here we
I'll
go.
go ahead and start. I'll go ahead and start it off real quick because I ain't been playing shit. I just been playing
Or
Apex. I
real
ain't even
quick,
put.
I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
Before, yeah, I didn't even think. You watching any anime?
Not really. I ain't been. Well, I've been watching Demon Slayer. I watched a few more episodes of that. It's still pretty good. Still amazing. I mean, amazing artwork. Nothing more I can say about it, how beautiful it looks. It's still pretty good. But I have been reading a lot. I have been reading a lot of manga. I'm not watching
Oh,
anime. Man, I'm gonna tell you, my hero, man. Oh god
don't. Hey,
damn, bro.
don't do it.
Look, look. There's some shit that's going down, man.
Okay, but don't. I haven't
I'm not
seen
gonna spoil
season
nothing,
3.
man.
I'm
But
on episode 8, season 3. Come on.
look, I'm just saying, when season 4 get here, I'm like 2 seasons past y'all right now, okay?
Uh,
And I hate to be that guy.
uh,
God damn. And did you see that Zoro fight?
no.
Did you see the Zoro
Yeah,
fight in One Piece?
yeah.
When he
Shit
fought
was.
when he fought Hawkins?
Uh huh.
Oh man. Oh, he was busting his ass.
I mean,
I
I
mean, of
think it
course,
was the right choice for what they did to get.
dude, it looks so fucking cool. Oh my god, he looks so badass. He looks like he man when he had that little big blade and at the beginning, and then he got the two swords. And he just looked like I can't wait to see him three sword style, man. I can't wait for that shit. I can't wait for that shit, man. Whew. But yeah, I watched that and watched a couple. I tried Doctor Stone. I think
Yeah,
that's what it's called. Yeah, it's pretty straight. I think I might start watching Black Clover. Have you watched it yet?
I have not. It's on my list of to watch, but I just haven't started.
Yeah, I heard a lot of good stuff about it, and I've been going back. I rewatched all of My Hero Academia, which is why I started reading the manga again, and then I started Demon Slayer. But I mean, Black Clover is dubbed, so I think I might give it a try. I've heard a lot of good stuff about it. So, and there's like two or three seasons of it, I think.
So this is what I've been doing.
So,
I've been watching Doctor Stone on Crunchyroll and sub, but I've been also watching it the dub because it's like I think it's about 4 episodes behind on Funimation, but they're
how was the
dubbed.
sub?
The subs are fine. You know,
Yeah.
the voices aren't too weird or anything. Like they don't drastically change them like they do sometimes, but uh, it's it's good. You know, and I'm enjoying. You know, you want to know what's happening on next week's show, and I know there's a manga, and I could just read the fucking manga, but man, that show's getting good. It's getting good. Technology, Science Nation, sir. Science Nation. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But that's the only thing I've really been watching myself is Doctor Stone.
I want to give a quick shout out, unless anybody else got to say anything about anime or manga, real quick.
No, go for it.
Nope. It Part 2 comes out this week.
Hell yeah.
I can't wait.
Oh yeah.
I'm hyped.
Oh my god, the trailer looks so good, guys. You gotta watch this. Gotta watch it. Anybody gonna go see it?
Yes.
Yeah,
What
I'll
type
check
of
it out,
wait,
definitely.
Steph, what's wrong with you?
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of people who don't
It's
like horror
it.
movies and
If
stuff.
they don't like, listen. Oh, speaking of horror movies, you should see Ready or Not. Not because it's like the most scariest movie,
Nah,
but it
look,
was one of the best horror movies.
nah. I'm
Oh,
seeing it. And that's all. I'm not really a horror movie kind of person, but I
I
love
was.
the it story.
Oh yeah,
I
this
think the
score is
story.
awesome.
I like the story and the whole dairy stuff, and really like I never really read the book. I read some of the book. I hadn't really read the whole thing, but I always look back just to get more of an answer, like what it was and all that kind of stuff.
Did you realize how long this film?
Say what?
This how long the film?
How long? I don't know. How long is it?
It's 2 hours and 49 minutes. I had to do a double
What
because
the chapter 2?
Yeah, chapter
yes,
two is like almost
I
3 hours
had
long.
to
Yeah.
I had to do a double take because I thought it was a
Oh,
joke.
is X-Men not X-Men? Is Iron Man in the movie?
I
Is it going to be Avengers? What the fuck?
know, right? I'm like, damn, this
Well,
movie's
I mean,
long, so I'm gonna
it's
watch the
It's based
bathroom
on a
breaks.
Stephen King book. That bitch is gonna be as long as a
The
bitch.
first movie wasn't that long though, and they
I
Yeah,
cut a
guess
lot of
but
stuff
they
out.
didn't want to make a chapter 3. They're like, nah,
yeah,
we
They
got.
can't make a chapter 3 because this is the end of the movie.
yeah.
Yeah,
This
I
is it.
know.
Well,
There's no
No,
more. I really,
they could have. It would have been a first.
it's good that they're actually taking the time. Like on some movies, you just need to take the time and make, even if it's gonna be a 3 hour
I'd
fucking
like
movie.
for them to make another one after this because I think this universe is so good. But there's more to the story, but I don't know if it'll be interesting to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I know this is a. I'm excited. I've got a friend at work that we always talk about what movies we've seen in theaters and everything. Like I want to see Angel Has Fallen. I know it's a trashy action movie, but I want to see it.
I haven't
Like
heard anything about this movie.
it's the one with
What's the third one?
huh?
It's the third one in the trilogy, right? Oh, from the was it Olympus Has Fallen, the first
Yeah,
one?
Morgan
And then the
Freeman
second
is
one
the
was
president.
yeah.
Like he tries to get assassinated, dude saves him, but they all think that the guy is
I
the
never
one that
saw
does
that
it.
movie. Isn't that
I
crazy?
No,
guarantee you, if you saw the trailer, you'd be like, "Oh, yeah, it's that movie." Like I said, it's a trashy
nah.
action movie.
I've never seen any of the movies. Never.
Oh no, I'm
Yeah, I
not
never
saying
got to
seen it.
see
I'm
it.
saying the
Yeah,
trailer.
I
I
heard
know
of it.
they've
Yeah,
been playing this trailer in theaters forever.
yeah.
Just like I haven't seen any of
Forever.
the John Wicks.
Oh, that shit's
Whoa, what?
disappointing.
I haven't seen them. I've
Are you
seen them on.
crazy?
Well, I kind of like seen it in passing on TV, but it was on TV, so
Wow,
it
Steph,
was
man,
edited.
I'm gonna have to unfriend you because this
Man,
I'm just not like a huge like.
nah,
I like
uh-uh.
action movies, but I don't like dumb action. Like for no,
Come
you know what I
on,
mean?
man.
did this man
Don't do
just say
Keanu
John
Reeves.
Wick was a dumb action movie?
That's what he just said. He
I
said the most
mean,
Did this
craziest
man?
thing I've
You've
heard.
never even seen him, and
I
you're calling
seen
it?
I
Oh,
seen the
I was
club
about
scene
to.
where he I don't know how he stays alive with like all these
That was an
people.
awesome scene. What are you
I'm
talking about? He
like,
was the beast.
sir. I would
uh,
ask you watch the first movie.
Yeah, watch the
Honestly,
first
watch the
movie.
first
That
movie.
was
was that not the? I thought that was the first
yeah,
one
it
where he
was
was
the
in
It
the
is,
first
club.
but I'm
movie.
asking you to
But
like start like get the Blu-ray, put it in a player, press
I don't know,
play.
man. I just feel like when I'm watching a movie and I see one dude kill like 50 people and there's no special powers, it's not
He's the
believable.
Baba Yaga. What are you
The
talking
Baba
about?
Yaga.
I just want to throw it out
Baba
there.
Yaga.
Infinity
John
Lion said
Boyega.
it perfectly. It's gun fu, sir. It's gun fu.
Gun
Kung
fu.
Fu. Kung
Dude,
Fu.
it really is. It's its thing. It is really awesome. It's really well done. It
Wanted
has
is the only gun movie that can get away with doing that kind of
No.
shit.
Oh, Wanted was hilarious as hell, though.
just
It
There
was
saying.
part
good.
was also
I
Please,
love
please
Wanted.
try. Please just watch the first movie. For me.
And Angelina Jolie to me wasn't even the best character, which is interesting in that movie.
Shoot that motherfucker.
Yeah, he was the best character.
All right, let's get what you've been playing because it's getting late.
Who's
Oh yeah,
next?
sorry.
Who's next?
I think I was going, but we did anime, so I'll go
Yeah.
ahead and go real quick. I've been playing Celeste, still trying to finish that game up, piece by piece. You know, great game. And I'm doing my Apex, but I haven't played the new stuff they just came out with because I haven't played Xbox in a few days. And that's pretty much it. But real quick, I was want to say my son turned 11 the other day, and he wanted an Xbox for his birthday. He said, Daddy, I want Xbox. He said, I'm an Xbox guy, so we got him an Xbox.
Hey.
Oh, nice.
I think I called Dustin. I think trying to figure out how I can lock this shit down.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did call.
No, I see this and I'm like, is this dude calling me for tech support? Really? Trying to get my drink on? But it was good.
Well, I mean,
Were you able to get it all set up? Because I think
yeah.
it's a good question because it's what you were looking to do was put some parental, what is it?
Rid of the family stuff, but what they did get rid of is like Xbox Live Family, which means that there's like a subscription family based thing where like you could have like 4 gold accounts on one thing. They don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
But what they do is like say you have a kid who has Xbox Live, you can sign in on their Xbox and make them the child, quote unquote child, and you can be the quote unquote adult basically. So like anytime he wants to like go to the store, he has to put a code in. I'll have to come put the code in. And if you want to, he can't like join Xbox Live parties unless you're his friend, vice versa. A lot of stuff. It's pretty. I mean, they do a good job with that kind of stuff. But yeah, man, he wanted Xbox, man. So he wanted to play Fortnite on Xbox, which I thought was weird. And when he was playing it, man, it was funny because this whole time he's been playing Fortnite stuff. He's been playing on like 1080p, 4K, PS4 Pro. Like he's been playing like on the good shit. He's like his whole thing is that he wanted it in his room, and he ain't got no fucking 4K TV. And I got him an S, which isn't like a dog shit console, but it ain't no PS4 Pro. You know what I mean? He's like, so he's like, man, it looks so much different. I'm thinking to myself, like, yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, you got this 720p TV, motherfucker. That's right.
Oh, man. Gave him a downgrade.
I sure did. The fuck?
Man, he's 11. Hey,
Bruh.
can't be
All
fine
I'm
with
saying, well, I remember having, it must have been like an 18 or 20-inch CRT.
that. There you
At
go.
like 12
Yeah.
and having
I had the fat back.
having I'm talking about the big ass CRT, not like
Yeah,
I
had that.
thin one.
Yeah.
And my dad, because he was in the military, but he was working at Montgomery Ward, and he bought
my God.
us I remember like our first like little like bullshit receiver thing, and we got like 5.1 or some shit, and we had like the original
Wow.
PlayStation, original Xbox on it.
Wow.
And that shit was awesome. Like that was
Yeah.
we were stoked. Like that was
Mhm.
and you got I remember having the 5-disc CD changer.
Yeah, look, listen to this.
Crazy.
This is not even too far removed, sir. From Xbox original all the way to 360 until Gears of War 1, first original Gears of War. Until then, I played on a like 12-inch fucking fatback TV with the VCR. It had the VCR in it in my closet in my bedroom.
Really?
Wow.
Yes, and forever. And then when I had a kid and moved out, I got my own TV. Actually, I didn't have a TV at first, and then eventually I bought one. I want to say like after living there for like 2 months on my own, and it was an HD TV. I want to say it was 1080p, but I don't remember. But I remember hooking gear and putting gears on the fucking HD TV. It fucking blew my mind because I was playing on the fucking shit 12-inch TV forever, and I didn't know, man. I mean, I played Halo 3 on it and everything. That's how
I can
long.
tell you my first experience. I'll be honest. I had a 360, and I was rocking a CRT before this. Never had a high def. High def TVs were new. They were expensive. I didn't have one.
Mhm.
Fucking got the 360. Was playing it, and went to my work's Christmas party and ended up winning a 42-inch plasma TV and playing like taking that shit home and playing Cameo and being like blown the fuck away with how it
Mhm.
looked. Like it was just insane.
Big difference too. You had a
Yeah,
plasma.
I was gonna tell you guys
yeah,
what I've been playing.
yes. What have you
Actually,
been
I
playing, Matt?
always had a good TV. Fuck what y'all
Magic the
talking
Gathering.
about.
Well, no, I didn't. I didn't have the. I had a small TV. I was strict. Like I was not even allowed to.
He had the TV that hooked up on the console. That shit and the
Even worse,
laptop shit.
even worse, a very small 10 TV. I'm not even joking. Anyway, let me go and let me talk about what I've been playing. And I've been playing something that will shock you guys. I didn't play Magic the Gathering. Well, I did play it.
Wow.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie, I did play it. But I didn't play. That was the major surprise. Blair Witch.
Oh
Yo,
yeah, I played that too.
Blair Witch. This
How was
game,
it?
I like it. I like it. I got to chapter 4. This game is creepy as hell.
Oh yeah.
To give you an idea, if you don't know what Blair Witch is, there's this guy. You're going back to the 90s in Maryland. There's this dude called Ellis. He was retired, I guess you could say, police officer. And he's looking, and they were looking for this. He goes into this, looking for this boy because apparently there's a boy called Shannon something. Forgot his first or last name. He like disappeared, and then he apparently disappeared in this forest called Black Hills Forest. So he said, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna join the force, which is crazy. I don't give a damn if you're a cop or not. I ain't gonna go find no kid in no creepy damn forest. Like I don't
Yeah,
even
no
understand.
gun.
No gun. Oh yeah, by the
Yeah,
way,
it's
you see, I was about to get to that. Okay, before you go into the forest, he's calling it in. Basically, it's not a major spoiler to the game or nothing, but You're driving in the car, and he's calling his girlfriend, and even his girlfriend's like, what? Even his girlfriend is like, you're joining the search. Like
yeah,
she's
it's
like,
kind
what are
of
you?
random.
Yeah, like what are you doing? So I guess the plot to get into the forest is just hilarious to me. Pretty.
Is there monsters in the game?
Yes, there
Yeah.
are monsters in the game.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
all you gotta say. You don't gotta go into any details.
Yeah, I won't go into details, but you do in the game have a dog. So you and the dog are going to go into this forest to find this boy. Dog is awesome. He basically is a major. He's very important. The dog it's extremely important actually to the entire gameplay. He is extremely important. You can pet the dog. You can order the dog to find stuff. Um, I'm trying to remember everything you have to care for the dog correctly throughout the game. And they even mention that because if you do not care for the dog, they say something interesting happens towards the end of the game. So I don't know what that's about. Um, there's weird. The whole weirdness about the game is as you go deeper into the forest, weird stuff starts happening. Right? You do have a flashlight. You have a walkie-talkie to communicate with the other. Remember, you're going into the forest to look for the boy to help with the search because there's other police officers in the forest looking for the boy. So apparently, all of a sudden, there's like some weird, I don't know, like some mystical being or whatever is in the forest with you. You don't know what it is. You find tape recorders and tape recorders don't make any sense, but then in the real world things are happening after you watch the tape.
Yeah, that's cool, man. You can like manipulate like
It's
reality.
creepy as hell, you know? It's
Yeah,
your
very
character
creepy.
too has a weird, we don't know, 'cause I'm not gonna spoil it, we don't know, but he has like a weird it seems he has a problem. We don't know what his problem is. It seems like he's trying to say keep it together, and talk about let's not let this happen or whatever. He seems to be having like hallucination problems. So you got to deal with that too. You don't know what is real and what is not real. It's one of those games. And there are these creatures or whatever in this forest that only the dog can react to. Isn't that crazy? Only the dog can know where they're coming from. So you got to rely on the dog. You got to be on the dog's behind constantly and listen to how he's talking and barking and growling, and so you can know which way this weird force or enemies are coming from. Then you got to use the flashlight to shine on them. Actually, I got to admit, this is it's very suspenseful. Okay, it
Yeah,
happens multiple times. Very suspenseful.
very Alan Wake-ish.
It's very Alan Wake-ish. I ain't gonna lie, it's very Alan Wake-ish, but it's awesome. I won't. It's not really a copy at all. It's very awesome though.
Question,
Um, yeah.
real quick. Do you feel like we're missing out on not having VR for this game?
For having what?
No VR.
Oh man, VR for this would be insane. I ain't gonna lie.
That's what I'm
VR for
saying.
this, yeah.
Dang,
This is
Xbox
one
doesn't
of
have it still, so
this is one of those games where VR definitely would be better completely because the way you go through the damn forest. Yeah, and how he sounds, he's always panting, and there's like stuff in the forest, and there's birds chirping, and things snapping. Yeah, VR would be perfect for this. So yeah, it's kind of a missed opportunity. I think Xbox would be fine with it too. It wouldn't be too much performance either. But all overall, I like it. It's a first person game, by the way. I like it a
yeah.
lot. I stopped on chapter 4 because it was creepy as hell. But that's what I've been playing. It was good.
Nice.
All right. Anybody else been playing anything different?
Yeah, well, I've been playing the same thing as Eric. Yeah, he explained it pretty well. Yeah, Blair Witch is really good. Definitely worth checking out on Game Pass. I don't know if it's worth a buy because I heard it's pretty short, but
Yeah, it's another Game
what else
Pass
I'm
game.
playing?
Good job.
Yeah,
I mean, it still
I've been
supports the dev.
playing.
It's not like it's it's fuck 'em.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
they're getting their cut. They're not.
Yeah. You still there, Will?
Kind of like a Dark Souls mixed with like end. So that's it's a cool preview there.
All right, real quick. Will, you
Yeah.
disappeared for about 20 seconds there. I
Oh,
heard nothing. Uh,
Really?
that's
I heard
weird.
him the whole time.
oh, yeah, it must have been me then because I didn't hear nothing.
Yeah. Well, I heard him 100%.
Okay.
Can
It
you let
went
me repeat
from
it?
Hey,
that
Dustin, you
to
disappeared there for about 20 seconds.
okay. I'm good with that, but I'm the one uploading. So
Let me repeat the last.
yeah, just reverse that.
Yeah.
Just speak in reverse. I'm cool
You're
with that.
finna flan yet. That's what you're talking
Yeah.
about?
So
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So I've been playing Code Vein, the Trial Edition, which is cool. It's like a Dark Souls, which like an anime-ish with like kind of vampire thing. It's like a whole blood thing going on. It's weird. PUBG, Bard's 4, is it 4 or 5? I think it's
4.
4.
4.
Yeah, 4. Yeah, yeah, director's cut. It's
How is
cool. It's a
that?
nice little adventure game. Yeah, it's fun. I like it. The only thing I don't like is kind of like the battle. Uh, I mean, it's a good system, but I don't like the way the characters look. They're just kind of like portraits, and
Yeah.
it's a little cheap looking. So I kind of wish they rendered the whole like character model when they do when you're in the fight. Yeah, the voice acting is pretty good. It's a really fun little, adventure game. RP adventure. I'd say adventure RPG because you're always in
Okay.
first person. So definitely worth checking out. I can't play the older ones because, like I said before, they're like too simple and old looking. It's a little antiquated for me, so I can't play that. Um, I played a bit of Live Lock, Risk of Rain, which came out last week. There's also Risk of Rain 2, which is good. I'm glad they both came out on Xbox because they weren't on the Xbox for like the longest time. I think it was a PlayStation and PC for a while. Skelly Celeste. It's a weird, like, kind of like almost like a, what do you call it? Binding of Isaac, with like a skull. It's a cool game, but there's a lot of visual noise that makes it hard to make out with, the edges of the screen and stuff like that. I kind of wish they did away with that. Let's see what else. That's pretty much it. That's all the major ones I've been playing. Yeah. Looking forward to Gears 5 though, so that's gonna be cool. That unlocks tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow at 9 p.m. your local time is what it's been said from the Gears of War account. So it's awesome.
I feel like we should be able to play it now.
Yeah, I want to play so bad, and I just literally talking about that. Ninja just blew up my my computer, just talking about how he's playing Gears of War. But yeah, let's see. What have I been playing? I honestly had the urge to play Blackout from Call of Duty Black Ops 4. I really enjoyed it. It's still a good game, still a fun mode. It's one of those things where I was watching somebody play. I think it was Modern Warfare, and I kind of got the urge, man, get back into some COD. Like it's funny how that can just shoot up out of nowhere. Like and the new one looks really good, so it probably.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. I actually played that.
Which one?
The new COD. I played that shit.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, looks really cool.
Like a beta.
Yeah, I played the beta. I forgot all about that.
Yeah. I did end up playing like the Blair Witch, some of it, but y'all have already talked about it.
What did you think of it though? Did you like that?
I liked it. It's really cool with headphones. They even tell you that they recommend playing with headphones.
Oh yeah,
because how they recorded the audio. It's really cool. Let's see.
For some reason, the daytime scenes look a little blurrier than the nighttime though. It's weird. Like I don't know what
day-night cycle.
There's like a daylight portion and like it transitions into like a night.
Okay.
I don't know if it's just like a filter or if it's just like because nighttime looks pretty crisp. I don't know what it is. It's weird.
I ended up playing, of course, Minecraft because that's my game. It's my jam. I paid for another server because I wanted to. Found out that on the Xbox version of the game, you can only buy 30 days. And on the PC, if you go through, even if it's both are Bedrock, you can actually buy 6 months at a time. So I ended up, getting a 6-month subscription to another server for Minecraft, which, I'm fucking. It actually gave me a fucking amazing seed right off the bat. So I actually started playing on a new seed. So I've been enjoying that. I bought Torchlight 2. And instantly return that shit. Like, that fucking shit is broken on Xbox, and once they fix it, I could recommend it, but, like, alright, so I was, first 15 minutes of the game, sit there, pick my class, pick my person, I start walking around, walk up to, you got your little enemies and killing them off, everything's going smooth. Like the first heavy enemy, and I'm not talking about a boss encounter. I'm just talking about the first heavy dude. My frame rate literally went down to like maybe 2 frames every 10 seconds. Like it was fucking awful. And I was like, you know what? Fuck this. There's nothing going on screen. There's something wrong with this game. Fucking went right onto my Microsoft account and refunded it. I was like, no, fuck that.
That was a smart thing to do. Yeah, let them fix it.
Yeah. I love Diablo type games. This game is meant for me. I would have played the shit out of it, but fix your game. That's all I'm saying. Fix your game. I'm not buying.
That's how I felt. Did I tell you the story about Dragon? Wait, can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you guys a story about when I was hyped for Dragon Ball Fighter Z? Remember when it came out at E3? I was hyped for it, and I wanted to get it. Then I said, you know what? I'll get it on Steam to see how it is, right? And I didn't have it no more than 15 minutes in refund. I was like, I am not playing this. It was when it first came out. It was the combat system. I just did not. You know what? I just did not like it. I tried my to to look at this game as a 2D fighter and play it, and every time I went to play it, I was like, this is not what this game should have been. And
See, I'm
then
not even
15
that
minutes
picky
later,
because like if it's
yeah,
like the if it's not like broken, I'll be like, you know what, I bought the game, I knew what I was getting into. It's my purchase. I'll
yeah,
either grow to learn to like it or not. But when you release a broken game, like it's just shitty, just shitty.
yeah.
I also picked up Final Fantasy VIII Remaster. Uh,
Oh yeah, how is
yeah,
that?
it's really cool. I've never played it, so it's interesting. It definitely has that old school feel of like how perspectives, but it's funny because it's such a huge step up from Final Fantasy VII when it comes to
Oh
like
yeah,
graphics and everything. And don't get me
huge.
wrong, this ain't like some huge looker or anything, but it was like one of their first. It's like their first transition into like almost like modern looking games with it's not being. It's hard to explain, but it looks
Yeah.
really good. It's cool. I'm very happy with it. But yeah, you get a that polygon count has jumped up tremendously between 7 and 8. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's I'm excited to play more of it and see exactly where it leads. Of course, play some Sea of Thieves for a little bit, and I ended up playing some more Geometry Wars. But that's been my list of games that I played this week. I haven't really been playing too much
Uh,
other than that.
Good. That's excellent.
Or no, and then of course we talked about it on the show already. I played Super Mario Maker, just to drinking, and we ended, we played a bunch of games like Smash Brothers and Mario Kart. Mario Kart drinking. It was good. Don't drink and drive, kids. Don't drink and drive. But yeah, I had a good time. It was fun. It was fun. But I do want to make an announcement. So what we're gonna end up doing for the podcast from now on is I'm gonna stream Mixer exclusively for the live stream. It's just simpler. We get better bit rate that way. I've tried to use Restream for the last couple of weeks. It's been an issue, or like where either I'm not getting the upload to YouTube, or it's showing up on Twitch, but it's not showing up on two other services. There's always an issue, even though like I was for the longest time it worked well, but for right now it's not working well. So Mixer is going to be where we stream, and I'm going to upload immediately after right to YouTube. And for right now, we're just not going to be on Twitch, and I don't have much of a problem with that. We don't normally have really any viewership from Twitch. I'd like to give people as many options as possible, but right now with what's going on, like it's just going to be better for us to stream right onto Mixer, upload to YouTube right after, post the podcast for y'all on the website, of course. Uh, but we appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you so much, Aaron, for writing into the show. And you can also write in the show at letters@xboxuncut.com. But another thing is, like next week, I am on the East Coast. We hopefully my area only gets tropical storm effects and I don't lose power. We still are planning to do the podcast on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. If anything does happen, of course, I'll get on Twitter. I'll let y'all know. But, can't really control a hurricane. Our hearts and, prayers go out to everybody and, on the East Coast, especially people down,
Yeah, the
further
Bahamas.
south than I am. So, yeah, like, people are being just, like, devastated. It is insane what a Cat 5 storm will do. Uh, it's very sad, and if you can definitely help out, I know there's plenty of organizations that are taking donations to help people in the Bahamas and everywhere because they just got devastated. But I'd like to thank once again everybody for tuning in. But unless anybody has anything else they want to discuss, we're gonna tie this show off, and we'll see you
Oh,
next week.
forgot. Yeah, sorry. Last thing, did you want to talk about the Batman thing with the
I
what's his
haven't seen
name?
any of it. Patterson.
Robert
Yeah.
Pattinson. Yeah, I'm just really quick. They were doing like a featurette thing on a magazine. I forget which one. So they were talking about how they wanted to make the movie more of a detective, like story or movie. And then he also apparently tried on the new bat suit, which is pretty cool. Looking forward to seeing that. That is most likely I would expect it to be closer to the Ben Affleck like style, like comic book accurate one. Because like I feel like the black
Oh no,
stuff
but
it's good,
I think that
but it's
is
kind of
more
played
in
out.
line with Batman Begins, which is my favorite Batman Nolan movie. Like, because it
Yeah, me
is
too.
more of a detective story. It's more about, I know it's his origin, but it's more, hey, let's go and do this versus I'm gonna be in a Batman outfit in the middle of the day and it's just gonna look fucking weird. Like,
Oh gosh, you're still mad about that, right?
oh man, this shit just looks weird, sir. It
You're
looks weird.
still mad about that,
I'm
right?
not mad.
Look,
I'm
it
just
is
saying
what
it's weird.
it is. It does the darkness, but it is what it is.
I don't get me wrong. I think The Dark Knight is an amazing Joker movie, but like that last Bane. I mean, come on.
Well, that's why it was called Dark Knight Rises out of the dark. There you go. That's why it was
Yeah,
called the
yeah.
Rises.
Uh huh.
You get it?
Nobody
Rises.
cares. Yeah, nobody cares.
Wow.
Worst Nolan
Yeah, the
Batman
second
movie.
one was more of a crime movie. The first one was more of a bit of everything, kind of a
Yeah.
little bit of
But
detective stuff
it's
in
not.
there.
It's no. But it's more of a Bruce Wayne movie. Bruce Wayne
Yeah,
slash
yeah,
like becoming the Batman, not a Batman movie. The second
yeah.
movie
It's not like
is
a
he's
movie that just happens
Batman
to have
and
Batman in it.
Joker.
Yeah,
It's more of a Joker movie. It's like this is fucking.
yeah.
And by the
Yeah,
way,
he
the new Joker
actually.
movie looks fucking awesome.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that
it
looks really good.
does. It looks
Yeah,
really
Really good
good.
reviews lately.
yeah.
He
But
looks like the Joker. God damn it! Like him and Keith Ledger. It's something about these realistic portrayals of the Joker. No matter if it's a little different acting. I don't know. They just know how to do it.
yeah,
It's
You
weird because
know.
like the Jared Leto version, which is more closer to the comics, with like as far as like falling in a vat of chemicals, is not the most
no, but I
Because
don't
it
think
welcoming
they
was
one.
accurately portray.
retarded. I don't
Uh,
like how he did it. I don't like
no.
like
It's not his issue. It's they don't actively portray the relationship between
Yeah,
Joker and Harley Quinn in that movie.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
I think he actually played the Joker as a character extremely well. I mean, actually, I really like it. Like he played him psychotically. I would like that was perfect. But
Hmm.
Joker looks at Harley as property, not as his like significant other. And
Right.
they portrayed it the wrong way. And if anything, it would have just, it would have been better for them to portray it as property. They could actually have tackled that issue on, like, hey, maybe you
yeah.
shouldn't fucking be with
Harley
the
Quinn is
Joker.
more of a slave to the Joker, and
No,
I don't
she's
know why.
completely infatuated with the Joker
Yeah,
because he fucked with her mind, and that's that whole
yeah,
thing. But to Joker, she's a tool. But at the same
yeah. She's a
time,
tool.
she's his tool. Like you don't
Yeah,
fuck with her, you don't mess with that. That is his girl. That is his tool. And he will fucking destroy heaven and earth to get her back. I think you could totally go that route, but he just seemed lovesick, and that's not the Joker. Like,
Yeah, I agree with that.
it's a weird. I understand it's a weird. Well, but that's how it's portrayed in the comics. It's how it's portrayed in even the animated show. Like it's not a, oh Harley, I love you so much. No, it's fucking. I'm gonna ignore you because you're there. I know you're there, and I mean it's the reason Harley Quinn splits off to do the Sirens thing because the Joker's not like he's like he's a terrible boyfriend or husband or whatever the fuck he is at the time. Like he's just awful.
Yeah, it makes all the DC stuff confusing because they're doing the Birds of Prey plus the new Suicide Squad,
oh, we gotta
and we
wrap
don't.
this up so we can talk about it right now. So we could be here for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
They
Well,
released the trailer.
yeah,
let's wrap it up now.
yeah.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll be back next week, hopefully. Storm, God willing.
Yes.
But until then, y'all take it easy. Be safe out there. We'll see y'all later. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.
Later.